Hi guys, my name is Richard. I'm a final year student at the University of Cambridge, currently based in Dubai, and I'd like to talk about my Seiko 6139 that I got in Japan last summer. So the backstory behind this was, for those who don't know, it was the Rugby World Cup in Japan that summer. And so me and my family went to Japan for the first time, a country that we'd always dreamed of visiting, but never having the chance to go to. And we got there, it was fantastic. The food, the culture, the people were amazing. And it was also around the time that I was actually getting into watches for the first time ever. And so I thought, what would be a better kind of piece of memorabilia, or something that I could always remember this trip by and the fantastic journey that Japan went on during the World Cup, than to get a watch from Japan itself. And obviously Japan is synonymous with Seiko, and I thought, why not get into kind of the vintage part of watches. And when we were in Osaka, on the final day before leaving, with about 3 or 4 hours to go before our flight, I went on Google Maps, I typed in vintage Seiko, and I saved the 3 or 4 locations that were, given to me on a Google Maps. Me and my mum went to go visit all these locations. The first one turned out to be a new Seiko shop, lost in translation. The second one turned out to be a shop where you could only sell your watches and not buy them. And we were almost giving up hope before the final store we went to was probably the best vintage shop that I've been to. It was huge in Osaka, and it had hundreds of these vintage Seiko watches, such as this one here. And immediately it caught my eye because of how, if you can see, the kind of glorious golden dial, and the chronograph function I think is quite cool with the orange hand as well. And so quite a relatively affordable piece that every time I look at now reminds me of the great times I had in Japan. I can wear it with formal attire, I can wear it kind of casually. I really like the Jubilee bracelet that it's got, and yeah, it's just a great piece of that always ties me back to one of my favorite holidays for one of my favorite sporting occasions in Japan.